He might be a former senator, but let's just say he has juice. Not the guy on the right there everyone seems to be talking about these days as an alternative consensus candidate for president of the United States. I'm talking about Scott Brown, who has been having these backyard barbecues, which is getting hard to do these days. It's getting very, very cold. In New Hampshire, it's like 8 degrees or something like that. But anyway, they show up in throngs when Brown is holding one of these events. And he just held one for Marco Rubio, the former Massachusetts senator, with us right now. Senator, good to have you. How many showed up for this event?
Over 500.
Are you kidding?
Marco. Yeah, it was unbelievable. We had it inside in a barn. And we started heating it around. I was there on 10 o'clock. Put on the heaters and brought in heat, I should say. But yeah, Marco was over 500, and they were literally packed in like sardines. And I'll be honest with you, they loved him. He took the time, answered every question thoroughly, thoughtfully, has a wide range of knowledge. We talked about ISIS, talked about student debt, talked about getting kids into vocational school, talked about, obviously, the debt and deficit, talked about Israel. It was a wide range, and he Common Core. So he was great.
All right, well, then you've already lied to me, Scott, because this was not a backyard barbecue. You guys got all scaredy cat because it got a little cold, and you went inside, didn't you?
No, it's in someone's backyard, but it still counts, okay?
Now, with that crowd, 500 or so, I think you said at the outset, how does that rank with some of the others?
Yeah, that's number one.
Is that right?
Carly was about 425. That was number two. And then Jeb Bush about a little over 350. And then probably Kasich, which was about almost 300, then Christie. So, and it's interesting. That's basically, I think, aside from Kasich, how kind of the polling is going here in New Hampshire. With Christie really putting on some steam because he got the union leader endorsement, which is a big deal.
Is it a big deal, or is it as a big deal as it used to be? I mean, what do you think?
Hard to say because, with the advent of the Internet and different, social media sources. But, Joe McQuaid still has a lot of juice, and people, especially a lot of the old-timers, they really pay attention to him. And Chris has done almost 40 town halls, really investing, I think, everything here to have a good showing and really be, top three.
Well, he definitely feels that he's got the juice right now. I'm not calling it Scott Brown juice, but when we heard the governor on another rival show this morning, he certainly sounded pretty proud of himself. This is from the governor this morning.
What we've seen over the last 7 years is somebody who thought, gee whiz, isn't it great to be here?
Does Marco have the experience to be president?
Listen, he doesn't have my experience.
What do you think of that? Doesn't have my experience.
Well, hey, listen, Chris is, obviously has the gubernatorial experience. He has the prosecutorial experience. He's been tested. He's run in a blue state and done well and has battled. There's no doubt about it. He is a battler. You know it.
Well, who do you hate? Of those who came to your house, who do you hate, or they might have stole stuff from your house or backyard?
Who? Yeah, I don't hate anybody, Neil. I tell you, every single one of them will make a better president than Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or O'Malley. That's for darn sure.
All right, but you know the rap. Did Donald Trump ever do one of these things with you?
We've been in communication with Donald, and, we're trying to, as everything, it's the art of the deal. We're negotiating. And we'll see who the better negotiator is. He has certain parameters, and so do I. I try to treat everyone the same. Everyone gets the same treatment, period.
Well, what do you mean parameters? Does he want Chateaubriand instead of, White Hots or what? No, we don't know.
Hamburgers and sausage versus hot dogs. I'm kidding.
All right, thank you, my friend. Very good. I tell you got the juice, young man.
Thanks, Neil.
Scott Brown, the former senator of Massachusetts, took Ted Kennedy's seat. I can never get over that. What a huge deal that was, how historic that was. All right, well, I think third or fourth on that list was Jeb Bush. So now, all of a sudden, we've got new ads out. We've got the former Florida governor going all out to make a difference and to resonate in those polls. We've got his top fundraiser, Anthony Scaramucci, joining us. Anthony, what do you make of that?
One of his fundraisers. I wouldn't say top.
His. Well, come on.
But he's...
You move mountains.
Listen, he's getting better on TV. He's got, if you're talking about, he doesn't have Governor Christie's experience, or Marco Rubio's experience. He's got Jeb Bush's experience. This is way more experience than the two of them.
Why does that fall on deaf ears? Maybe it's not fair, right?
If I'm being very, he has not embraced the Bush name. And if I were offering political advice, which I'm just his fundraiser, but I would say embrace it. You've got two family members that were in the presidency. 12 of the last 25 years have been Bush presidencies. Yes, they did some things wrong, but they did a lot of things right. You've learned from this.
Especially in these times on terror. And
yeah, you've learned from this. You know, there's doctors' families, Neil. There's media families. Perhaps that'll be your family. There are presidents' families. It happens to be him. And so he's got the money, he's got the gravitas, he's got the personality, and he's a policy wonk. What he's not great at is talking into that camera in a relaxed way that has some level of authenticity.
And that was one of the things the union leader kind of.
But he is authentic and he is real. Okay, he's not going to be the blabbermouth on the stage. He's not going to suck all the oxygen out of the room. But he can be the president of the United States.
You know, you said something very profound, just like you did some years back about Mitt Romney. And one of the big things, and I'm not blowing you smoke, but I've admired about your career, you embrace who you are, what you are. You're the same way on TV as you're off air. But I think a lot of these candidates, Anthony, what they do is they package themselves thinking this is what people want to say. With Mitt Romney, I thought he never embraced his wealth. Yeah. I'm a rich guy. I'm sorry. I just am. And why do they have problems with that? Why, in the case of Bush, why can't he embrace the name? It's a good name. There's some controversy attached to it, but you can't run away from it.
It has to do with being comfortable in your skin. Should I bring Mama Scaramucci out and have her be the media trainer for these guys?
It might help.
Because at the end of the day, you've got to be super comfortable in your skin. We're in a totally different world. So what Senator Brown is saying is totally right. We're in an internet-based world. We're in the iPhone, smartphone-based world. And you better be yourself, because if you're not yourself and comfortable with it. Now, I think Jeb is himself. And I think he's now connecting better than he's connected before. He's also got the endorsements, Neil. You know, Nate Silver, somebody you and I both follow on the statistics side, he has the #1 prediction that leads to the Republican nomination. He has more big party endorsements, big senior leader endorsements. Those are the people that bring out the votes in a primary season.
Well, but so, you need the Indians.
I understand, but what did Senator Brown just say? He's number 3 on his list of backyard barbecue people.
There are 2 people in front of him.
2 people in front of him. That's pretty close with the margin of error in these things. So,
so I love a little Joe Pesci right there. A little bit.
One quick thing. I've got the governor coming on Wall Street Week.
So we're going to
talk a little bit about that 4% growth plan.
Guy takes his TV thing to his head.
You like how I threw that in there? That was good.
See you around.